Hey, afternoon guys. So today we are going to do wiper motor. Just to touch base on here, it's a 2014 Freightliner Cascadia Evolution. Getting some tools out right now. I think I gotta jump back in and grab my drill in case I need that. Grab some wrenches. And we'll get it started. I haven't done this before, so I don't exactly know what I'm doing. I have a gist of what I need to do. Not worried about changing the motor. Some of them we're gonna figure out together, and some of it's just gonna be common sense. So I'll show you what I'm looking at right now. So here is the wiper motor. Now the way I'm looking at it right now is it's going to be too much of a pain in the butt. Here's my hand. To get in there with any tools to get that motor off of there. So what I'm going to do is climb up here, and these bolts here and these bolts here, I'm going to take this whole entire centerpiece out. So I should be able to pull that centerpiece out, and the wiper motor is directly behind right here, and should be able to access it that way. So I'm going to get this centerpiece off here and then get back with you guys. Alright, so we got that off of there. It was 4 10mm bolts across the top, and then you got 1, 2, 3 on each side of torque screws. Size was T30 Torx bit. Alright, and here we are looking at the motor now. So in order to get the motor off, we need 1, 2, 3 bolts, and then we got to take this one nut off right here, and then that should be good for the motor. And we also go to unplug it and then pull it off of there. So again, a little clearer view here. We got 1, 2, 3 bolts and a nut, and then I think we just got the 1 wire harness there. I think that's it. That looks like it's it. I really don't want to touch this entire bracket. I want to leave that all alone. This is all part of the wiper motor, or the wiper arms. You can see I move it a little bit there when I move the wiper. But that should be it. So I'm gonna try that, and we'll see how it comes out. All right, so we got, it was just the three screws and the 1 nut. I took the 1 nut off first, which was a 13mm, and then the Torx bit was the same as the others, was the T30. Once I took the nut off and then I took out the Torx bits, it fell down a little bit, but that was just the space where the nut was on that shaft, which is the shaft that actually moves the wipers. I did have to take a hammer and give that a good love tap to get it to come out of that hole there. The one thing I'm not liking right now, looking at the new one to the old one, they look exactly the same, but let me show you. So here's the old one. They're identical. They're the same exact thing. The only thing that I'm not too positive about, if you look closely here, you can see the threads inside the hole there. And if you look at this one, Maybe I'm standing in the light too much. Can't really tell, but it's completely a smooth bore on the inside there, so I'm hoping that I can just put the screw in there and it'll kind of allow for a self-tapping. Fingers crossed on that. I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to do, or if it's the company that made it at that point and they didn't tap it like they were supposed to. So I'm doing it with my fingers, and it goes in, it starts going in nice and tight. So I think once I put the gun on there, I think it'll zip it right down tight, and it'll be good from there. So we're gonna get this up in a position and see what happens. Like I said, I don't know, I've never done it before. If it messes up, I'll take it back and they'll give it back to me. But we'll see what happens. Okay, so it did exactly what I thought it was going to do. Once I put the screws in, I just tightened them down with my impact, my little impact drill there, and they sucked right into the holes. So it basically self-tapped themselves. So that's in there nice and tight. I plugged the wire back in. I'm going to turn the wipers on real quick and just give them a go to make sure it's all the way rotated to where it's supposed to be before I go ahead and hook the arm back on. Unfortunately, I'm not sure exactly what happened. This happened to me when I originally got the truck. You guys, a little light here. This rod right here is where that's connected to, and it came off of this wiper arm here. And this happened to me when I had gotten the truck. So not sure exactly what I'm gonna need to do there, but basically I'm going to somehow snap that back onto that knuckle there, and hopefully that'll do what I need it to do. So I'm gonna get this on real quick. I'll leave it on low so we can watch it real fast. Alright, so it just spins in one direction. I'm not too sure about that. I didn't watch it before. But I'm assuming that piece that goes to it, it'll spin that all the way around, which would be, you know, halfway around would be for them to go up, and halfway around would be for them to come back down. So we'll see. I'll get it hooked up now and see if it did a good job or not. Alright, I think we did a pretty good job. They go up, they go down. We'll watch it with the motor real quick. Yep, all the way around, just like I thought it was going to do. There we go. So that's a wrap. We're here in Avon, New York. Avon is what I always call it. I guess it can be pronounced either way. The wipers work great. Hell of a lot better than they did, because they didn't work at all before. So she's nice and tight. I'm going to take a quick look at it in a few days just to make sure that nothing's loosened up. I'm worried about that knuckle, because that knuckle, I just sat it back on there. It didn't have to click in or anything like that. So I'm afraid the next thing that we're going to be doing is changing that whole entire assembly, because I doubt that I can. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to pull that just one bar off to replace that knuckle. So probably going to have to change the entire assembly. Fingers crossed we'll make it through the rest of the year. But the wipers are working. They weren't working at all before. So that's it. That's wiper motor installation 2014 Cascadia Evolution. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe.